welcome back, folks. We've just defeated the Bomb Guardian, which I killed him a little too quick, but I wanted to mention how you said he was drooling there, right? But actually, that was blood. Like, if I used missiles to destroy him, which you can kill him pretty quickly, but if you use your regular shots, you'll see you eventually blow open his chest, and that's where the blood's dripping from. If you keep shooting with your regular beam, his head eventually blows off, and he starts running around like a chicken. Which is pretty interesting, but yeah, it can be a little annoying at that point, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to finish it quick. But with him done, we now got the bombs, we can blow our way through other sections, which this actually does show you on the map, which is nice. You still got to figure out what to do to get there, though. Oh, that guy hit me. He must die. Yeah, this isn't a game you go into expecting not to take damage. I mean, I'm sure there's probably some sort of speed run or pro run out there where you go through without taking a hit. I'm not that kind of gamer.
No, I don't. I think it's gonna be a rare person who can actually do that.
Yeah, now these guys here, you gotta take them out with your missiles right now because they have the traditional not in the face pose where if you use your regular beam, they put their hands up in front of them and they block it. So the only way to take them out at this point is your missiles. Bombs might work too, but, you know, I never bothered to try. One missile's all it takes anyway.
I like hitting those things and it makes the whole screen shake.
I don't know why. Are they keyed to, like, the core of the planet, perhaps, or something?
Maybe, or just somehow Samus gets more powerful shots just for those guys.
She goes into rage mode for these tiny little things that don't bother anybody. Kill you all! That's Samus. That's what her voice apparently sounds like, you know, in my mind.
Yeah.
We could take her voice from Other M, but,
Googly eyes.
Oh yeah, I like these guys. They were also in the original NES. They looked a little bit different, of course, but...
Yeah. They look horrible.
Yeah. So, I just completely wasted missiles on that door. That leads you to a missile recharge station, but I kind of don't need it at the moment. And what I was saying earlier, everybody already knows this, but while I'm trying to wall jump and fail, I'll just explain. These red doors, you have to use 5 missiles to open them up. So that's the way they kind of limit the game and where you can go. Okay, I don't need that save room, let's keep moving. But this is, as everybody knows of the Metroid series, it's a lot of backtracking. So you'll see a lot of places you can't get to on your first travel through certain areas. Such as, well, if you didn't have missiles and you saw a red door, you'd know you have to come back here later. I'm gonna try this one. See what we got in here. Alright, we got bad guys. And as I said before, you see that door is gray. That means we're gonna have to kill every bad guy in this room before we can leave.
Taking a lot of hits on this hopper guy.
Yeah. Those guys are frustrating. Now, we gotta bomb right through here, because if we went back to that door, it would still be gray because this guy's hiding over here. And that's the way they get you to sort of explore and find your way to the map room. Because without that map, again, I would be lost down here. Look at this place.
I like how the map downloads. She sticks her gun in it and somehow map data goes to her suit. She
sticks her gun in everything to make it work. I mean, I'd love to see how she starts her car in the morning.
Threatens it with bodily harm.
Yeah. Take him out and the door becomes flashing blue. So now that I have the map, I know where I'm going. I think. I'm actually going to go in this room first. I can't do much in here right now. I saw a trick where... See, I'm trying to roll under here. That door's going to close up above, and the ground beneath collapses. I've seen somebody where... It's probably a well-known trick where if you're moving at a certain speed and turn into the morph ball in midair, you keep your full speed and then make it under that door ahead of time. This is what we call sequence breaking. And people love to sequence break in this game.
I think, yeah, I sometimes sequence break at certain points because I really suck at this game, so I like to have more powerful weapons.
Yeah. Like, I believe it's this part we're going to come up to a boss that basically, if you are sequence breaking, is a completely optional boss. I'll explain more when we get to him there, but...
It's so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like, I usually try and play through games the way they were intended, right? But, you know, now that I'm older, I've gotten more used to the wall jumping. I find I actually do some sequence breaking in this game myself, and there's a part later where I sort of get trapped somewhere I can't escape from without perfect wall jumps. And just to let you know, folks, that takes me a little while to get out of. But
And we'll
it's
get
all...
to see the whole thing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not editing stuff down. What, do you think I'm a professional?
Yeah.
Now's a good time for a quick save here. I like that room we were just in. It's all like pink and cherry blossomy, sort of. A lot of vegetation in this area.
It's a nice change of pace from like the original Metroid and the Game Boy Metroid.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
The Game Boy Metro was all just like rocks and caves, right?
Right, and I don't think it ever changed at all. The original Metroid did change because it had more colors to work with.
It had some sections, like down in Brinstar, I believe, they had more like brick textures or something. It looked like actual structures that had been built. But this here, it looks like it's just overgrown with plant life.
Yeah.
Makes it feel more... What's that?
Yeah, this is like just like a cave with growth in it.
And this would be the optional boss. You see that door down there, folks? It's green. Green doors can only be opened by the super missile, which we don't have yet. However, when you beat this boss, you are actually taken to a spot to get super missiles. Now, so normally, in the regular sequence, that would be your first super missile. But that earlier room I was saying where you can roll under the closing doorway, if you go that way and sequence break, you can get a super missile right up above. So, essentially, this guy you don't even need to worry about.
This guy reminds me of Audrey 2. Is that the one?
Yep.
The big plant?
Feed me, Seymour!
Just a little bit more icky, but same idea. It wants to eat you.
A little bit more icky? That thing ate chopped up dentists for breakfast.
Well, I guess it's less icky because this doesn't actually bite.
Yeah, I suppose.
Bludgeons you to death with its spiky outer shell.
Yeah, so this guy, since we haven't actually named him yet, is called the Spore Spawn. And he gets his name, I think, from all the spores that he's spawning. Haha, get it? Puns. Yeah, sweet. So he's got a simple pattern. He just kind of wavers back and forth. He's not really... He can be tricky, later, as he takes more damage, you see he's starting to get darker now. Bosses in Super Metroid seem to decide that as we're getting closer to death, let's start using our best attacks, or best abilities.
Yeah.
Instead of, let's just kill something immediately and get it over with. So his defensive mechanism, when he gets almost killed, he'll start speeding up. He can be hard to dodge, but if you stay curled up into the morph ball, he can't hit you at all. All you gotta watch out for is the spores coming down. Just launch a couple missiles into the center there. Of course, now he's speeding up.
It's an adrenaline rush.
Yeah, it's more like a last-ditch attempt to keep himself alive. He knows he's going down. He's like, I'm gonna try and take her with me.
It's like Futurama and the Space Invaders. Go faster, go left.
Yeah, drop down, increase speed, reverse direction.
Yeah, that's it.
That was an awesome episode.
Doesn't he start to move while being open, so it's harder to hit?
Nope. Whenever he opens up, he stays still.
Okay.
It's just sometimes it takes him longer to slow down from moving.
Yeah.
So by killing him, you kill the entire room. Look at this.
It's all dead.
Yeah.
It's all part of that plant.
Oh well. Samus doesn't care. She has planets to destroy.
Right.
So jump on this pot. Oh, we're falling. I always curl into the morph ball because I don't want to hurt my head. But we land safely and soundly, and another Chozo statue awards us the Super Missile. And the Super Missile can open the green doors. It's basically a regular missile just with a lot more power. And it's also got a nice little extra feature, as we will see when I go to open my first door. If you look up at the ceiling, there's nothing there. However, once I blow this door open, we get some buddies. Hello! Goodbye.
Isn't that the place where that happens?
Yeah. I think they can actually knock down creatures that are on the walls in other rooms, but that's the only spot where they're hiding and they drop down. Kind of nice little touch there. Gonna bomb our way back to the main section here. Now here's something I should have gone to pick up originally, before even going up there. That's what's cool about this, Super Metroid, and lots of... Oh, wait, missiles. Look at that, just sitting there waiting for me. But what's cool... Yeah. What's cool with the Metroid games, though, there is a set path you do eventually have to take, but there's a lot of room for exploration. So if I had come down here first, I could have picked up the charge beam.
I like the charge beam.
Yeah, you hold down the button, you charge up a stronger shot, It's also, I think it's slightly more powerful than a missile, but it takes longer to actually activate to use, so stands to reason. Now that we got super missiles, we can open this door and continue onward into the depths of Brinstar.
Completely optional upgrade to charge beam.
Yeah, you don't need, I don't think you need it for anything in particular. Like, as long as you have, like, there's some enemies that your regular beam just will not cause damage to. But you can always use missiles and super missiles and whatever else you pick up in your arsenal to cause damage. But the charge beam doesn't take ammo, so that way you will always have it. If you're fighting a boss and you run out of missiles and super missiles, without your charge beam, you're pretty much done. And as you can see, these guys were taking a few regular shots to take it up before, but one charge beam, and they're done. And I don't like how close he's getting to my head. There we go.
Those hoppers are pretty fast.
Yeah. They're called, sidesteppers, are they? Or no.
Oh, okay.
I think they might be called side hoppers. I think sidesteppers are the original Koopas from Mario Brothers. There's so many different names for creatures and stuff. It's hard to keep them all straight. It's like in the classic Sonic the Hedgehog games, there's those black orbs with spike balls around them. They were called Orbinauts in one game, and apparently in every other game they appear in, they have different names. I can't keep it all straight.
Show off.
I'm trying to sequence break, but I can't. Even if I got up to the top, there's like a ceiling I can't break through yet. But it's fun to try. Well, watch out for this guy. He thinks he's a Metroid. Now that orange door over there can only be opened by power bombs, which we don't get for a little while yet. This is going to take me to an energy recharge. As with every device on the planet, Samus shoves her gun into it. This one particularly gives her life back. Not bad.
Her gun is like a USB plug.
Pretty much. Never thought of it that way. Good call. Now these shriek bats, they're annoying because no matter what, when they die, they explode into shrapnel, which you got to avoid. Pretty frustrating little buggers. Now I'm going to sequence break a little bit. Normally you can only get up here with the high jump boots, but I'm like, forget that. I can wall jump. Super missile through here. We're going to come into one of another gun power up. As you'll see, the Spazzer. I'm going to spaz out, man. Yeah. Actually, it's called the Spazer, but it could be Spazzer. Alright, see you next time.